What logic tells me about our purpose and the meaning of life. It's the existential philosophical question. Why are we here? What is this thing called life all about? What is the meaning? What can we discern given all of what we know about documented history and what our own intuition can tell us? What logic tells me for certain is that we were created by a creator, a force infinitely greater and more powerful than man. Who or what the creator is, I don't know. And you don't know either. But man did not create man nor everything in the natural world. That is for certain. No one can know who or what is behind the nature of our reality at this current level of consciousness. But there are billions who will tell you that they know exactly what the answer is. Except they don't. That would be their ego protecting the id and superego from a lifetime of indoctrination, dogma, and beliefs programmed into their conscious and subconscious mind so that they may be better controlled by forces to which they are seemingly oblivious. The truth is that no one really knows. All we can do is use our five senses and look to ancient texts and books written by other humans throughout history to better understand what may be the truth. But all things written by humans can be fallible, or written in a way so as not to give the truth or enlighten, but to purposely deceive the reader. That is not my place to judge, other than to say that given my deep understanding of history, we have been lied to about more than we have been told the truth. So, what does logic tell me about our existence and our purpose in this level of reality we experience and call life? Well, clearly we were created with certain unique skills, talents, and gifts, and many that we share only with others of our species, and not with any other species in this world. We were all given the ability to think, speak, act, and communicate with others in ways that are highly advanced over other species, or at least we believe that to be the case. All species can communicate in a variety of different ways, but no others have created what man has created in this world. So clearly we are the apex creators in this world and are thus meant to be the stewards of this world as well, because we were also given the ability to solve complex problems in ways that no other species has shown the same ability. Logic tells me we are all given individual gifts, which are ours to discover and share with the world. This is the seed of all economic and social activity. Without a purpose and the will to pursue that purpose, people flounder in life, doing whatever they can just to survive and end up living a life of materialism without fulfilling their true potential in a world of abundance which was created so that we could all thrive mentally, physically, and spiritually. Millions, if not billions, fall into this trap, and I argue that it's because of the states of indoctrination and methods thereby which have been put into place over the centuries so that evil forces and corrupt individuals and groups can impose their will and control over the lives of others for the purpose of accumulating ill-gotten and illegitimate power and wealth for themselves. Logic also tells me that we were meant to be free from oppression and coercion, and to live our lives as we choose, and our free will decides we should. We were not given the instruction set to be enslaved and subservient to a man-made authority. That belief that certain people can and should have power or control over others, again, only comes from a lifetime of programming from those who want to control you. The fight or flight mechanism is built into the instincts of every living species in this world, as can be seen when any species is cornered and in fear for their life or freedom of movement. Thus, logic tells me that it is unnatural to be controlled, captured, caged, or in any way manipulated to act in ways other than what we personally choose. Logic tells me all of us were meant to always live in a state of complete freedom. But here we are. We are a species that has largely lost that will to be free and to live as we choose. We are a species that has largely chosen to bend the knee and submit to any authority figures that simply tell the masses with false rhetoric that they are authority and that they must be obeyed, or else there will be negative consequences for those who challenge this false authority. This is where we have gotten it all wrong, and this is the ideology and false belief that must be overcome and deprogrammed from hundreds of millions of minds if we ever truly hope to be free in this world. Because right now we are dangerously close to falling into a state of complete enslavement from which I don't think humanity can ever escape if we continue to allow this slow creep of tyranny to persist. So, when will we finally take back control and change the course of our planned dystopian future? And how bad must things get before we achieve a critical mass of people committed to making the necessary changes to do so? And why must things continue to get worse when history has clearly shown us the methods and intentions of our oppressors and abusers? Many of us already know where we're being led, and we all know we don't want to end up there. So why are so many so hesitant to take the actions required to stop this insanity? Logic tells me that our most powerful weapon in this battle against evil is our mind. We were given the ability to form very sophisticated ideas and thoughts that can create beauty or destroy it. Why have so many chosen destruction over creation? Why have so many accepted that this is just the way things are and that there's nothing we can do about it? Why? 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 Why have so many chosen the path of apathy, least resistance, and acquiescence to what is intuitively known by all of us to be illegitimate? Our souls and senses know and tell us what is right. But our minds have been tricked into believing a false reality that is and has harmed us from the day we were all born. Everything is wrong, and so many refuse to accept it. Because to accept it would mean to commit to change it if we were truly operating at the level by which we were created to. Humanity has truly fallen, but we can still get back up, and we must. We have no other option than to be enslaved and abused for our abject cowardice if we don't rise, unite, and reclaim what we're all created to be. Logic and observation tells me that we were given the ability to think critically and to solve problems. So why do so many outsource their own thinking and problem solving to supposed experts, authorities, and official government, scientific, or corporate leaders? That is the question of the century and perhaps the millennium. We were created with everything we need to be free and to live our lives in peace and in balance with the natural world. We were given the ability to understand the natural laws that define our limits and capabilities and to understand the difference between right and wrong. And yet here we are, living in a world in which so many hundreds of millions have completely lost those abilities and have willfully chosen to be pawns on a game board in which they could all be kings or queens and take full control over their own lives. I have found my purpose and gifts in life. It is doing exactly what I am now doing and have been for the past 15 years. My purpose is to learn and teach others that we don't belong where we are right now. My purpose is to help others to see that power lies solely with the individual and that no one can legitimately impose their will against you, and that if anyone does, it must be questioned, countered, and resisted. All power inherently lies with the individual, period. Everything beyond individual power falls into the realm of personal responsibility, and personal responsibility is based on our ability to think critically, act rationally, and to make the right decision in every challenge we face in life. The answers to all the problems in this world lie within our minds, and all we need to do is to access the knowledge that will set everything right in this world. Knowledge is a key to the correct action it will take to make us all free again. Knowledge of objective truth and natural law, that is. Many out there only believe they are knowledgeable when they are in fact deeply deceived. And therein lies one of the greatest problems we face moving forward. We must shed the ego and understand that it is okay to admit fault and that we have all been deceived by many things for decades and generations. Seeking truth is and should be among everyone's top priorities in life. All of what I have created over the past 2 years and based on nearly 15 years of research and work is designed to help anyone willing to take the time and personal responsibility to help gain that knowledge and in the process shed the ego that is hindering so many in their pursuit of the truth. If truth is in fact what they are pursuing and not just more information that only confirms their already formed and chosen beliefs. As I've said many times over and over, truth is all that matters. And it is, because any belief in action not aligned with truth will more than likely result in negative consequences being suffered. The truth will make us free, but first we must know the truth about why we are here and that no one has power over us. We are free, sentient beings, here to find our gifts and share them with the world in a spirit of creation and love. Natural law tells us all else that is true, and it is our responsibility in life to understand this law and to align our lives with it, not vice versa, as man's law has attempted to do. In doing so, this world will heal. It's really as simple as that, but we must let go of false beliefs and ideologies and unlearn much of what we only believe to be true, because most of it is false. In the end, fixing everything is simple, because all we really need to do is change our mind. It's in willingly accepting that challenge where we seem to falter over and over again.